Hi, good afternoon. Thank you for coming in today. And I want to introduce myself. My name is Ms. Veloz, and I'm happy that both families and students could join us tonight for this fun family activity. And, we want to go ahead, and I know we've been having a lot of questions in regards to what we're learning. And we're going to be talking about how to practice place value, understanding the tens and ones. So this helps us see how our numbers are built. So our objective today is, by the end of this video, you will be able to show how a two-digit number can be broken into tens and ones. And again, we want to emphasize the importance of understanding our place values so that we can be better with numbers. So I'm going to go ahead and jump right to it. And we're going to start. You guys have a worksheet in front of you that has some problems in there, and I'm going to go ahead and show and write the problem to show you. So we're going to start, and you see in your worksheet, as you have in front of you, it is the number 46. So I'm going to go ahead and write my number 46. Here we go, 46. And I'm going to go ahead and explain to you how many tens and how many ones it has. So for example, I want us to go ahead and think about our tens as long sticks, right? Those are going to be our tens. And the little circles are going to be our ones, right? So I'm going to go ahead and write the number 46. And again, what did we say? We said that our tens are going to be long little sticks. So if I count by tens, can you guys help me count? So it's going to be 10, 20, 30, 40. How many is that? 4. So that tells us that we're going to need 4 sticks. So I'm going to go ahead and use that. 10, 20, 30, 40. So that's my 40. However, we also said, what are our ones? We said our ones are going to be tiny little circles, right? So we're going to go ahead and draw 6 dots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And here we go. We have our number 46. So again, 46 has 4 tens, which are my long little sticks. And it has 6 ones, which are my tiny little dots, right? So again, 46 has 4 tens, 6 ones, which is equivalent to 40 plus 6. Beautiful, right? Let's go ahead and try another example. Let's go ahead and pick another problem. Oh, we're gonna go ahead and pick number 32. Gonna do the same thing all over again. Gonna write our number 32. Here we go, 32. Now, again, let's try to figure out how many tens. Can you count with me? Let's count by tens to 30. 10, 20, 30. How many is that? 1, 2, 3. So that means we're gonna be 3 little long sticks. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. And we are left with how many ones for 32? Oh, 2. 1, 2. 2 little dots. So 32, right? So again, that essentially is 30 plus 2. Beautiful. Second example. Now, let's go ahead and do a connection to real life. Let's keep it simple. So place value is everywhere. So if you have 23 crayons, which we all have crayons, maybe we don't have 23, but let's just pretend we do. And we have 2 groups of 10 crayons and 3 extra ones, breaking apart the numbers. So that helps us count faster. So 23 crayons, let's think about it. So let's go ahead and just write our number like we've been doing it. 23, and we're gonna break it apart to 2 groups, right? So that's 10, 20, which means how many long sticks? 2. And how many ones? We have 23, so that means 3 little, tiny little dots. 1, 2, 3. So we broke apart. And this goes with anything. Markers, my favorite. Here we go. Nice little smell. But that goes with anything we might have at home. Dolls, crayons, pencils, markers. Get creative, and we can break apart, numbers just like that. And it's super simple, but great work. Now you know how to break numbers into tens and ones. Practice with numbers on your worksheet. remember, the first digit tells us how many tens. So remember, how many tens. And the second digit tells us how many ones. So tens and ones. Another cool little trick that I usually like to do when I'm still having a hard time understanding, I like to do a little T model here. You see that? It's a big T. And I like to label one as T for tens and one as O for ones. So tens and ones. So if I have, let's play with our number 46 again. 46 is going to go, the 4 is going to go on my T, and the 6 is going to go on the O. And that helps me, again, break it apart. Just, again, great work. And I'll show you a quick visual before we finish off. So 46. So again, great work. Remember, you can practice and do anything, splitting up numbers with any objects or things that you have at home. Thank you for listening, and I hope this was helpful in learning how to break numbers.